a kids craft because it sets a good example for the child you're working with. In my speech today, I will teach you about the importance of gathering the materials, reading the instructions, and making the craft. Before I began teaching young children, I did not see the importance of doing art. Now that I spend a majority of my week with 12 to 18-month-olds, where we make a lot of crafts out of their hand and footprints, I've begun to really enjoy doing art. You can find out just how quick, easy, and fun doing art projects with kids is today in my speech. Today we will look at just how to make a simple craft that kids will be sure to enjoy. I have gained knowledge on this topic by taking a creative activities course as well as many other courses on young children. I also work with 12 to 18-month-olds 5 out of 7 days a week where we make a kids craft as well, and I work with preschoolers on Saturdays where we make a craft. You should learn how to make a kids craft because it sets a good example for the child you are working with. In my speech today, I will teach you about the importance of gathering the materials before starting the project, reading the instructions, and making the craft. First, make sure to lay out all the materials. This will help you know if you have everything before starting the project, and this is especially good when you're working with young children, so the children don't get up and wander around while you're getting the rest of your supplies. Now that we have heard how useful it is to have all the supplies ready, we will look at what to pay attention to when reading the instructions. Some projects are very simple and do not require reading the instructions, however, others are not. And reading the instructions will save you time and help you to make less mistakes in the long run. I am a strong believer in process over product, and children look to the adults to set a good example. In the instructions today, it says to give each child a large cupcake liner and a mini cupcake liner, help the child glue the mini liner inside the large liner, help the child glue the bottom of the large liner to the craft stick, and place the label on the craft stick. Now, I will not actually be working with a child today, but I will be demonstrating how to make the craft. Now that you have learned about the importance of reading the instructions, it is time to make the craft. And when we're done, it should look like this. It's supposed to be a flower. Making the craft is the kids' favorite part, and kids love to get messy, so make sure it is done in a place where the kids can do just that. First, we're going to glue these. We're going to glue the medium-sized one into this white cupcake liner. And then we're going to glue the blue one into the gold cupcake liner. Lastly, we're going to glue these onto this right here. To review the 3 major steps, first, gather the materials, second, read the instructions, and lastly, make the craft in an environment designed for children. Today in the speech, we've talked about gathering all the materials, reading the instructions, and have fun making the craft. I hope after listening to my speech, you decide to help a child in your life make a craft. As I mentioned in the introduction, I have not always enjoyed making crafts, especially as a young child, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. However, after working with children for a few years, I've begun to really enjoy it. I hope after listening to my speech, you will decide to do a craft with a child or even by yourself, even if you have not always enjoyed doing crafts.